I grew up in a very small town in Penang, Malaysia, and in my teens I was actually sent to Kuala Lumpur to further my studies, and I lived with my aunt and her family. She had 3 sons, David, Marcus and Peter, so they were kind of like my brothers because I lived with them and grew up with them. My aunt's entire family, they were firm Christians. Every Sunday my aunt would ask me to go to church, but every time I would say no because I had to work as I didn't get money from home. So all the time I was just working, and I guess that was sort of like God knocking on my door, but every time I rejected Him. Just last year, 2009, just a week after Chinese New Year, I got a call from my mom. She delivered some bad news. She told me that my cousin Marcus had passed away. One night he just came back from work really late, just went to bed, and he just never woke up. 23 years old, healthy, nothing wrong with him, and just like that. I struggled to understand how can someone who loved God so much be taken away just like that. You know, he had his entire whole future in front of him. How can God just take someone away just like that? With a family in crisis, I kind of took over the role of a communications officer. So within half an hour of my cousin's death, I actually set up a website for posting up messages, for posting up news releases, about just to keep everyone abreast of what's happening. And people can also post messages. And well, guess what? Because I was the website manager, every single message that was posted up came through to me, and I read every single message that came through, and I cried with every single word I read. That was how God spoke to someone who's stubborn, who refused to listen. And the irony is that I'm a web developer. I love building websites. So it's funny how God used that to speak to me when all these years I refused to listen. And then the weirdest thing happened. This friend of mine whom I did a course together with, he just sent me a message out of the blue one day. He had no clue what I was going through, and funnily enough, he asked me whether I would like to go to church. And what's even more amazing was, this time I didn't resist. I said okay, and that's how I started coming to Island ECC. And I can tell you, coming to Christ is the best thing that's ever happened to me. These days, you see me, I'm just always smiling, just so full of joy. And that joy, I know without the shadow of the doubt, it has to be from God. There's no way I can feel the sort of joy that I feel if it were not for God. God has just been revealing so many things to me. It's just been an amazing journey so far, and I guess my smile says it all. Joy, just pure, inexpressible joy.